What is up, y'all? My bad for that lag, and my bad I didn't post yesterday. Actually, I did post yesterday. It's just the fact that I was supposed to post before that day, that same video. So yeah, I'm trying to post every day still, but you know what I'm saying? We are going to be talking about the truth about connecting, whether if it's connecting with other gods, energies, beings, yourself, energies, whatever, forces, whatever, anything, you know what I'm saying? Connecting, well, let me just say this. Make sure y'all subscribe, turn on the post notifications, man. It would really help me, especially because I be putting out these high quality videos with these high quality thumbnails, you know what I'm saying? High quality knowledge that I'm speaking, so I just like a like. That's it, you know what I'm saying? Just a like and a sub if you can, bro. But without further ado, let's get into it. So basically, the truth about connecting isn't really connecting in a sense where you are plugged into it or it's like a wire, like an energy wire connecting to it. No, it's not that at all. You can look at it like that, but that can kind of put some people in a certain position when trying to connect. So basically connecting is just becoming aware. So if I want to connect to my spirit, I have to become aware not only of my spirit, but also realizing I am the spirit. If I want to connect with God, I have to not only become aware of God, but also become aware like God. You see what I'm saying? Or if I want to connect with my soul, you know what I'm saying? Same thing. Now, you see, worshiping, praying, and not doing what you want to do is not connecting you to your spirit. It's not connecting you to other gods, even though it can, you know what I'm saying? If you just use it the wrong way, it don't really, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me put this up a bit. It just don't really work out the same as actually being aware, right? So how do I explain it? Like I said, if I'm trying to connect with something energetically, right? Not only like, how do I say it? Okay, so there's like two ways of connecting that I just got from my intuition. Not only becoming aware of it, but also resonating with the frequency. I forgot to say that. So not only do you want to become aware of the frequency, realizing the frequency is real, whether if you're the only one who thought about it and had no intuitions, or not really, how do I say it? If you're somebody who's trying to connect with something but don't know it's real because the intuition hasn't gotten confirmed, you can still connect with that, and you can actually connect with it so much to where even if it isn't real, then it actually becomes then it actually becomes real because of the fact of how aware and how much you're resonating with that frequency, right? Back last year, I was connecting with frequencies that wasn't positive, even while trying to do my spiritual knowledge, because I just had certain thoughts and beliefs in my head, right? And I didn't really go off my intuition. So I would become aware of spiritual attacks happening to me from people that I know and love and blah, 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 right? And then because of that, because I became aware of it, I started resonating with the frequency. Whatever you become aware of, that's kind of what you resonate with, right? Especially if you focus your awareness on that. So because I had actually, became aware of that, I started resonating with that frequency and timeline. And even though it wasn't really real at first, it started to become real. So I had to do some energy work on that. So, yeah, that is that. And resonating your frequency and becoming aware is really simple because everybody is a god, right? Everybody has a godly aspect. Everybody has a spiritual aspect, or, their spirit aspect. Everybody has a cosmic aspect. Everybody has basically all aspects. It's just whether if they become aware of it or not, right? We are very connected to our human bodies because we are aware of being the human body, which is why after a certain time of trying to let's say you're 20, 30 years old, right? And you're trying to kind of disconnect from the human body in a way where you're not really reacting like how it would. It's going to take some time because you are very aware for a certain amount of time. And because of that, you started resonating with the frequency, and that frequency started building more and more and more and more and more and more. And you didn't even realize it, right? Now, let's say you are somebody who's 5, 10, 15 years old, and you are aware that you have a soul and a spirit, or you are God, stuff like that, you are basically going to be acting up. Like, if you not only become aware of that, but stay aware of that, you start resonating with that frequency. And because you start resonating with that frequency, you start basically acting out of that state, right? People always act off of what they're aware of, right? You can become aware of everything that you're not even looking at, right? That's kind of being like, I guess you could say, aware as the source, or no, because source transcends everything, right? Like, even me saying source isn't really truly me calling source. You would have to really experience source for yourself. And I've experienced source for myself. Like, you literally feel like you are everything. You feel like you created everything because you are everything. Like, you start literally feeling like you are one with either the table or the chain or whatever, right? You start feeling that way because you are aware of that, right? And then you keep focusing on that awareness. Now you are very aware as a primordial being that had manifested out of source. Because, yeah, to really gain awareness is to... Your first awareness starts with primordial awareness, and then it goes to spiritual or eternal awareness, and then that splits off into a soul awareness, right? So we basically have 3 awarenesses, really. So actually 4, including the mind and stuff. But yeah, it's just certain levels of awareness. And to really connect with the true awareness is either going back to source, or just realizing that you are source. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, but yeah. Do I need to talk about anything else when it comes to this? Yeah, it's really about whatever you become aware of. This is why when people play a game one time, right, they become very aware of it. If they don't like the game, that's because they wasn't really aware of what the game is about. But if they do like the game, no matter what game it is, and they were very aware of the game, now they're going to actually like the game. This is why some people like stupid games. This is why people love, pretty cool games. So, yeah. That's pretty much that. Do I need to say anything else? And I mean, thing is, right? You are aware of everything, right? It's just that you're not focusing on that awareness. You're not focusing on that, right? Because we all have primordial aspects. We all have spirit aspect aware. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot what I said. We all have a primordial aspect. We all have a spiritual or a spirit aspect and a soul aspect, right? So, yeah, that's basically where our main awarenesses come from. When you tap into that primordial awareness, from my experience, bro, you start realizing you can really control life. And you realize that you are controlling life. And not just, like, let's say this, right? Just imagine I got a group of 10 people around me, right? I can have my primordial awareness, but they can either split off into a soul awareness. And because they're aware of a lower awareness, I can be able to control that awareness because I'm on that primordial awareness. You see what I'm saying? The primordial awareness is like literally the awareness you have once you manifest yourself out of source. Everybody has that. Every demon, everybody, every bug, every cat, everything, bro. You see what I'm saying? Everything has primordial awareness. It's just not aware of that. That's the thing. So, yeah. And to really start feeling your primordial awareness is to really just start feeling the energy behind the physical body, right? This is why most people might say, I feel like I'm the only true God or the only true person in this world, is because they're literally tapping into their primordial awareness, and they realize that their awareness is literally realer than anything else that they are seeing. So, yeah, that's that. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, man. Hopefully that helps you on what connecting really is. It's not about praying. It's not even about meditating, bro. It's just unlocking that awareness behind what you think is you, aka the physical vessel. So, yeah.